she failed to appear in court. Why didn't I get my money?
Oh, Libby's. Where you going? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Well, common sense says it's an abuse of discretion.
Right.
Two people have the same issue, and they're treated differently, and I'm the one whose dog was killed. Of course it's an abuse of discretion.
And today, by the way, when I leave this courthouse, I'm going down to the bank, and I'm taking out a certain sum of money, a few $1,000s, and I'm going to pay Adam P. Karp to sue the living shit out of Christina Robinson or Kristina Amlak or whatever the fuck her name is today, okay?
All rise. Snohomish County District Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Douglas J. Fair presiding.
The bottom line is she failed to appear in court. Why didn't I get my money?
No.
Yeah.
Again, I cannot explain what's going through his mind.
Okay, so there's an equal protection argument. I got him coming on his own volition, sua sponte, from the bench to give this white woman who killed my dog $300 of my money. But then when she's late to court and I'm seeking my money for my lost wages, there's nothing there for me, okay? So am I pissed off? You're goddamn right I'm pissed off because this court is full of shit. Stay tuned.
My point remains constant. The minute she didn't appear, Your Honor, just like the minute I did, the minute she didn't appear, since he already granted that for her, he should have granted me the same exact treatment, and he did not. And so I'm asking you today on this bench to recognize that he did not, and to correct the error, and to award my lost wages.
Award you terms.
I
That
think
was
it's
within his discretion to do so, and he didn't.
Yeah, it's his discretion. I see. Okay,
It
let's
is
go to the next
discretion.
issue. Let's talk about the next issue then.
Am I not correct? Is terms discretionary or not discretionary?
It's an abuse of discretion, yes, and that's why I asked
It's
you
a
to review it.
discretionary ruling by the court.
It's an abuse of discretion.
Well, you can phrase it however you want, but it's a
Well,
use.
common sense says it's an abuse of discretion.
All right.
Two people have the same issue, and they're treated differently, and I'm the one whose dog was killed. Of course it's an abuse of discretion. I was still here while the parties were still here even. And he still, sua sponte, orders me to pay her $300. And I said, wait a minute. She didn't show up to court, and I did nothing. Not only does he not bring it up sua sponte, I ask him. And then he comes up with a date that's contrived that has no verisimilitude of reality whatsoever.
All right.
So I'm sitting here, to me, that's an equal protection argument. Why does this white woman get this privilege, and black man whose dog was killed, and I get nothing? It doesn't make any sense.
There's no case at that point. He's dismissed the case.
No, he had not, Your Honor. On September 11th, he did not dismiss anything. She was supposed to appear in court that day.
And the order was terminated. Case was over. Done on September 11th. That was the date the order was terminated, correct?
But the point, no, well, yeah. So even if it was
Yes or
terminated.
no? That was the date that was terminated, right?
Yes, and so she failed to appear that day. At the same time, coterminously to that, she failed to appear in court. A failure to appear in court still engaged me.
In the 90s, I had big VHS, and people came over, and people in the community were running videos of my trials at the time, because we questioned government, we questioned authority, and we did it ethically, we did it clean, and we paid for that handsomely. And this type of bias, prejudice, unprincipled decision-making that occurred back in the 90s in my career is still happening. But back then, we couldn't document it like this. So I do have some of my videos online from back in the day.
I filed a motion to recuse him on 12 October, okay?
Okay.
So he comes out with an order the 17th day of October that postdates my motion, all right? So he takes an adverse action against me, and then later on, he runs and ducks and hides and recuses himself.
Okay, so what was the motion filed? Did you say 12?
12th of October, right. His decision is entered almost a week later, on the 17th of October. And then he recused himself.
Hold on a second.
Damage having been done.
No,
Yeah,
again, I cannot explain what's going through his mind.
right. And so in like circumstances, get like results. That's res judicata, that's stare decisis, that's all of those things. So no one has adequately addressed the fact that I actually filed the same day she didn't appear.
I understand your position.
Yes, I think everybody here does.
In his discretion, he did not
Right.
order any terms against.
And that is why, in my discretion, I'm excoriating him in every social media aspect I can. That's my right to. And he asked for it. Let's move on to the next issue then.
Okay.
So I'm clear from the court that the court is not going to disturb this non-ruling.
Correct.
Okay. Next. Next issue becomes the recusal and the motion to strike. Okay? I move to recuse him.
Okay.
And I also move to recuse the other judge. I can't remember her name right now.
Judge Frazier.
Frazier.
Recused yourself.
Well, later, but she recused herself after she addressed me again, okay? And when she addressed me, and I have video of that, she was quite hostile toward me. And so she says, well, I don't remember all my clients. Listen, I remember my clients back 25 years ago, Your Honor, and she didn't remember hers from 12? Okay? Kristina Robinson is a very recognizable figure, and Judge Frazier had an extended engagement with her, okay? But the point is, even if she didn't remember, she knew I had filed a motion to recuse, and I came to court, she still addressed me. That's not proper. I have experience with this.
Okay.
Right.
What am I supposed to be doing about that?
Well, my motion clearly called for a non-pro-tunc recusal, as it should have been. Substitute now for what should have been. So here's the timeline. I file a motion to recuse. He takes adverse action against me. Then he recuses himself. That's backwards. You know it is.
You can probably put it in a little more proper.
I could, but I've been a complete gentleman in my pleadings, okay? And I'm sitting before you. Can you explain that timeline? Is that legal?
It is.
Oh, so wait a minute.
Motion.
So he could decide, so wait a minute.
It's not
Okay, Your
required.
Honor, his motion, when he recused himself, he gave no reason for the recusal. So here's the timeline. I file a motion to recuse first. He takes adverse action against me next. Then he decides, oh, okay, now I'm gonna recuse myself.
Well,
What kind of sense does that make?
well,
None.
I think if I look through the file, and I might be wrong because I don't have this thing memorized backwards and forwards.
If the grounds for him to recuse himself after the 17th of October existed, then those same grounds existed before the 17th of October. That's why I moved this court to strike his order of the 17th of October.
Anything else that I should be aware of, Mr. King?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
The issue was, as far as Judge Goodwin's temperament, I must say this on the record. When I was
We don't
quietly
have to,
addressing
but you're
him,
going to.
I am, yes. I was quietly addressing him when Kristina did not appear in court, and she had an excuse. And knowing her history, which, you know, knowing her history in this case, making material statements in this case, as I pointed out in my briefing, I said to him, well, Your Honor, you know, it's a public record that the animal control officer indicated that she has a penchant for dishonesty. And I said that, and then I also pointed out the fact that she refused service of a legal document right in front of his face before. And I said, Your Honor, that shows a disrespect for our court, and I'm asking for immediate relief. He cut me off and said, stop talking. And I was making, those are two valid points. Anybody knows that. So for him to address me in that manner, when I'm sitting here holding a box of ashes in my hand of my dog, it's completely disrespectful. And I made that known for the record. You need to know that.
I'm sorry that you felt that you were treated with disrespect.
I was treated with disrespect, and I will not tolerate it, and I'll put it on the record.
Okay. And it's on the record.
Thank you.
You
And
don't need to get mad at me.
I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at him, and I'm expressing it to you. You can take it back to him. And I appreciate it, Your Honor. Our day is done.
Okay. I
Thank
just want to
you.
make sure that you felt you had a full and fair hearing, you had a chance to express your position, even though you disagreed with me.
I had a full hearing. I don't think I had a fair one, but,
Oh,
well, I had a fair one because I'm in
well,
court.
I knew that was going to go into a pun.
But I'm fine.
It's supposed to go into a pun of my name. But I just want to make sure that you felt, while you disagree with my rulings, that you were able to express what it is you wanted to express to the court.
Well, I was able to make the record now, so for my appeal, I have a full record. Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
time I see a rainbow, I think about the first time that I heard Over the Rainbow after Livy was killed. And I just cannot convey how painful that is.